Hello, my name is Ilona, and recently I came across this discovery, which I personally never heard people discussing before. Well, maybe I just missed it. And it seems really something very simple and straightforward and really makes sense. So, the diet people have can affect the jaw structure, which affects the way we pronounce sounds. I just saw this article somewhere, and yes, well, basically, yes, it suggests that farming changed people's diets in a way that caused overbite. And overbite is what makes it easy to pronounce the sounds f and v. Like this lower lip touches the upper teeth. Today I was like starting to replicate all these sounds, and yeah, really, I never thought about this. This is so interesting. What struck me immediately was that Latvian language has no native F or H sounds. These letters only appear in modern loanwords. And same is, I think, for Lithuanian. Finnish and Estonian, I guess, also, yeah, don't have native letter F. What's interesting, so that it is not just the Baltic in the European pattern. Finnish and Estonian are completely different language families, not in the European at all. Yet the same absence of native F appears across this whole region. And this looks like a genuine regional pattern, and could suggest it is a remnant of how hunter-gatherer populations spoke. And the Baltic and Scandinavian regions remained hunter-gatherer for much longer than other parts of Europe, actually, because yeah, the landscape and long cold winters were less suitable for farming, and you could actually you can see that people in this region are still gathering to this day. Actually, yes, we are going to pick mushrooms and berries in the forest, and that really is a part of our culture. So this was essentially the last refuge of Western hunter gatherers in Europe. Um, as far as I know, yeah, and the modern people living in these areas carry the highest percentage of Western hunter gatherer DNA. And, well, I guess hunter gatherer DNA in general, uh, which could mean that this hunter gatherer language characteristics survived in this area longer than anywhere else in Europe. What also I noticed is how often. So yes, it was not just about letter F, also letter V. Uh, yeah. So and yeah, what I noticed is how some older generations people they in Latvia, yeah, didn't pronounce the letter F and usually substitute it with P. I remember my aunt saying teptelis instead of teftelis. So what is it? It's like kind of this type of meatball, some kind of food. I even don't know what it actually is. And another example is the word for potato, which is kartupelis in Latvian, and that is clearly a loan word from German. Kartoffel, something like that, yeah. And even here, the F is automatically substituted with P. And this is quite, well, recent loanword, if you think about it. Potatoes only arrived in Europe after the when? 15, 15, how do you say it? 1500? Yeah, the year. 1500, something like that. So this sound substitution was still happening naturally uh, for, well, until modern times. So this concept of Proto-Indo-European was always something, yeah, really interesting to me. But now, what I realized that Indo-European is not even something where you should stop. It is not the most ancient language of. Now I want to find even more, like this hunter-gatherer or rather substrate languages, which are even more mysterious, and it is not just about specific words or grammar which they had, but about how these people spoke in general, what sounds they had, what sounds they couldn't make, and why. And just when or if we look for some remnants of these more ancient languages, that kind of knowledge becomes, yeah, really important, because the words containing like v and f are probably newer words, and we can use that as the clue, one of the clues, when we're trying to identify what might be truly ancient in the languages spoken around the Baltic Sea today. Yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye.